Lewis, can you just talk about, do you feel like there's been a turnaround from the 5-0 game to now? It really seems like, you've turned a corner, the team seems to have a different energy. How would you describe the locker room now versus after that game? What's happened in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we were on a run of games that we as a group knew wasn't good enough for this club, and I mean, when you start turning the corner, when you're picking up points, and winning changes everything. The guys are rightfully happy tonight. The fans go home happy. The fans get what they deserve for sticking by us, and we just need to keep building this momentum now. We've got another game coming thick and fast on Wednesday, so the group's always been upbeat, but like I say, when you win, when you're getting points, it makes everything that much better.
Franco?
Phil said that he wants to see the team in general give Gonzalo a little bit more, take some of the load off his shoulders from the scoring, seeing other players score. Talked about center backs and set pieces, but obviously Robbie as well out there on the wings. What do you guys need to do to get on the end of things and put that ball into the back of the net so that it's not always on Gonzalo's shoulders?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I put demands on myself to score goals, and sometimes when you go in a wee rut where you've not scored in a few games, you just need to get one lucky one that bounces to you. And the manager's right, we do need to take the load off Gonzalo. He's done great tonight, getting us 2 goals. And I think going forward, when we're playing how we're playing now, and like Michelle says, I wouldn't so much say turn the corner. We can't get ahead of ourselves. We need to keep working, keep showing this desire. And with that, us attacking players are going to get into better spaces. If we're starting to win games and start to control games a little bit more, you're going to see myself, Robbie, any attacking player, we do need to chip in with goals, and that's going to come when the team performs well. Naturally, we're going to get more chances to do so.
Michelle?
Has something actually changed in the way you play, in the way you've played the last 2 games? Is it just attitude, or is it also something tactical that you guys are doing different the last 2 games, or is it really just a matter of everybody playing harder and together, more cohesive?
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing we showed tonight was the ability to bounce back. The manager had told us about when we take punches in games and we take knocks. When you go back to the New England game, when they scored, we were a little bit deflated, and turned that round tonight. And even against Philadelphia, not that we went behind in the game, but when you get those scares when the other team scores, we've had great reactions. And again tonight, to come back from behind and win a game shows the character of the team. It shows that change maybe and desire, and which should always be there. But I mean, tactically, the managers and the staff have always set us up correct. It's just about what we do when we cross that line, and it's good to see that we've started to get some results now.
Javier?
Hi. We saw in the last 2 games high pressure. What was the instruction of the coach for those specific games?
Yeah, I think engaging a little bit higher was in the game plan tonight. I also think on the field as players maybe recognised that when we were pressing high, especially on goal kicks, they didn't look so comfortable. Sometimes when you let that first pass go and players can get moved around, we noticed maybe as players on the pitch and the management and the coaching staff getting that message across to us that if we lock on, they were giving us the ball back more often than not. We had a lot of success at the end of the first half, and pressing high, it also helps when our back four are defending as they are, nice high line, and we're condensing the pitch, which I think we've done really well tonight.
Franco?
How much did the introduction of plays kind of turn things into your guys' favor? Because they were having a lot of success and with you guys' press at times building through the middle of the field, and I felt like once he came on and gave you more numbers in the middle of the park, that kind of wrestled control away from them, more into your guys' favor, and then the goal comes 3 minutes later. So how much do you think that impacted things from the inside of the field?
Yeah, I think one thing is when we are engaging high and pressing high, inevitably sometimes they're going to play through the press. And maybe just getting some fresh legs on there with Blaze. He's very good at jumping and smelling situations and pressing. And I think, like you said, he came on and he nicked a couple balls. And having an extra player in there who's like that on the front foot helped us. The same way Fede helped us in possession. We've all got to complement each other. The subs came in and make a difference. And just that freshness coming in. And like I said, if we are going to play that nice press and high press, it's important that everyone is fresh. So yeah, Blaze came in and changed the game, and I think everyone done their job today. I wouldn't want to say anyone didn't do what they were asked.
Sean?
Can you talk about Gonzalo? You know, he's been through a lot this year. Losing his mom, being out of shape, then trying to get back in shape, and, you know, being benched and everything. Can you just talk about how you see him as a teammate, his evolution during this season, and where he's at right now?
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak too much on the personal side of things. I think what Gonzalo showed tonight is a real desire, especially against Philadelphia. Also, like every single player has, that we know we needed to be better, and it's great to see him get goals. You always want to see your strikers get goals. That's when they're happy. The big man's smiling now. So, yeah, long may it continue. It's like I say, like touching on Franco's question earlier. It's important that we're chipping in with goals, but it's also important that we're supplying him. And like I say, when we nick that ball on the edge of the box, it gives him the opportunity to do what he does best and put the ball in the back of the net. So it's a team effort, and yeah, it's great to see him on this back in the score sheet again.
Lauren?
You gave your jersey to a fan after the game. You guys all went over there, holding hands together, went over to thank the fans. How does it having supporters be happy, thick and thin? How does that help the team?
Yeah, the fans have been amazing. I think us as players going over at the end is just a small way of giving back to the support that they've given us. They're, like you say, here thick and thin. When it's lightning, when it's everything, they're always here and they're always loud. And they're the most important thing in football is the fans. And it was great to give back something to them tonight with a good team performance. And it's important that we have that connection with the supporters at this club. And it's going to take an effort from everyone, and they can be that 12th man for us. So having them on our side and pushing forward now with this momentum we've got, we can really start pushing on in the right direction.
Yeah, last question.
Can you talk about Orlando coming up? I mean, you really don't have too much time. You play them on Wednesday. What are you expecting from that game and from them?
Yeah, I mean, I think the games against Orlando are always quite open games, to and fro, and we know they're a good side. But as footballers, you want the games to come thick and fast, especially now that you're in the middle of the season. The best thing about football is the games. So, especially after coming off a win, then what you always want is to be playing again shortly. So we'll have a quick turnaround in tomorrow. Make sure we're recovering well, and we know it's a tough game. It's a derby game, another important one for the players and the club and supporters. So we're going to go there with a positive mindset. And like I say, if we perform how we performed the last couple of games, there's no reason why we can't go to a difficult place and try and get 3 points.
Thank you, Luis.
Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
And thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I will see you on Monday.